By the way, I've come to realize everyone has a talent.
Yeah.
It's all about getting exposed to that someone that can trigger that talent in you. Yeah, because for me, I used to do music, but I didn't like it. So I met that person that loves music so much that it is contagious to other people. So pia wewe, if you want to get to know your talent, make sure that watu nakutana nao ni hao watu wanapenda hiyo kitu too much. Yeah, like they love what they do too much at the point that it can be contagious to you.
Today we are having a special guest with me here. I think we're going to discuss a lot of things about talent and music.
Thanks for welcoming me on your show. My name is Tsenyuva Alan. I'm a, I'm a guitarist and singer most of the time, and I'm thrilled to be here. I think it's that.
Okay, thank you for your introduction. I think at MKU Mount Kenya University main campus hapa Thika, is a student hapa, hata mimi ni student hapa, as you all know that hapa MKU we are having diverse people with different talents na yeah, so far tumesha kuwa na karibu watatu here on the platform, and this is the third one, so we are going to talk more, and for the one which we are doing today is a kind of different because ile ilikuwa ya vocal, the kuimba with the mouth, but this one is coming in with something to do with the instrument like a guitar, so he's going to tell us more about it. I think you understand Kiswahili or you
Yeah,
are
I understand Swahili,
uh,
even though I'm not Kenyan, but I think I'm good enough for communicating.
you're good enough for communication.
Yeah.
Okay, at first let's start from there ndio tujue tutatumia Kiswahili to which level. Kiswahili ulikijua kuanzia lini, labda mwaka gani?
Uh, okay, nilianza kuongea Swahili kitambo because I've lived in Congo for some years, but the Swahili of Congo and the Swahili of Kenya is quite different, so I had to adjust, but it wasn't that hard. So I think we can say that I've been talking Swahili for, let's say, 5 months. Yeah, 5 months, but I'm quite good. I'm
You're
quite
quite
good.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, you can see because tumekuwa tukikommunicate hapo, but alikuwa na yeah
Yeah.
ish dog kwa pale na hapa, but
Mm,
he was getting
yeah.
so at first kutoka Rwanda, you said Rwanda, Congo, then here.
Mm.
Why did you just decide kukuja like to study in Kenya?
So I was already a student of Mount Kenya in Rwanda. As
Oh,
you all know, there's a campus now called Mount Kigali. It turned from Mount Kenya University, Kigali, to Mount Kigali University,
okay.
but still in the companies of Mount Kenya. I was already studying there. I did my first 2 years of bachelor's in Rwanda, so we can say adventure, getting to know East Africa.
Okay.
So I had to come to Kenya and see what's being offered here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So far at first for me to meet this guy ilikuwa kwa show hapo last week when tumekuwa na MKU Got Talent courtesy of Ian Dibaba, Minister of Entertainment hapa MKU. So we are not going to talk much out of what brought us here, but we are going direct to what we came to discuss here. So about things to do with the music and the guitar, those instruments. Ulikuja kujua lini na ukapata that motivation ya kuzijua at first tu, ile motisha ya kuanza kusema let me focus on this and I'll be doing it to my best. When was that?
Surprisingly, uh, I started my high school in a priest school, and we used to do music as a course. So it was that course that might make you get expelled from the school. So I didn't really like music in those years. My first 2 years of high school, I was not really a big fan of music. I used to sing, but it was not. I didn't like it. I did it because it was a must
It was a
doing
compulsory.
it. Yeah. So then in my third year of high school, because the system in Rwanda is different from here. We do 6 years of primary school and 6 years of
High school.
secondary school. It's called secondary. So in my third year of high school, that's when I met like a guy who used to play guitar. I used to fantasize about guitars, but I didn't have that thing, you know. I had not yet met someone who loves it at a point that that love can be contagious to someone. So I met a guy that was in 2016. Yeah, I think. So 2016, that's when I started learning playing guitar, and yeah, that's when I started. That's when I can say I started music. 2016.
2016. So
Yeah,
before 2016, back then, you had nothing to do with the music.
I had things to do with music because I was in choirs and those things, but I was that kind of passive musician. I did music just for it's in the church choir. I'm singing for singing. Yeah, so I didn't, and I liked listening to music, but it was not. I didn't think about music as something that I can do individually. It was something that I do music for church.
Yeah, in a
Yeah,
group.
yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned that in high school, you say secondary. There
Mm,
you call them secondary school.
mm,
Uh, you were in a priest school and you used to participate in choir and
mm,
whatever. So in those days, those times when you started getting the interest of learning the guitar
mm.
and some instrument, different instrument. Do you know how to use other different instruments? I know there are several kind of
Uh,
music instruments.
I kind of tried piano at some point and trumpets, but I came to a conclusion. Let me just focus on my guitar and singing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so during that time, when you are starting to get more interest on the guitar,
Mm.
your mission and your plans on about on music were to which level? Like just trying to study yourself and just be in 2 years or 5 years to come. I want to be somewhere.
Uh, I have a very crazy story. Like for me, when I started learning playing music, as in a guitar, it was just that kind of learning. I say like, okay, you know what? Let me learn a guitar and enter in the number of people who know how to play guitar. I didn't have a certain plan for it. I'm saying about that 2016 when I started it.
Mhm.
So, you know, music has this thing about people that when the more you get to know it, the more you love it.
Yeah.
So when I started like holding on to chords, knowing how to play them, when I played my first song, that's when I was like, you know what? Let me go on with this. And then I gave myself a goal. So that was at the start of 2017. I gave myself a goal that at the end of 2017, so it's the start of 2018, I will be at a level of performing for an audience with a guitar and as an extension, I can also uh, teach anyone else how to play. So that was my goal, and good enough, I achieved it in that year. And as it went on, I got an idea of buying my own guitar because I was getting separated from the guy who taught me playing. So I had that fear of saying, so we are going separate ways. If I don't continue playing it, I might forget what he taught me.
Yeah.
So that's in that with that set mindset. That's how I came to buy my own guitar, and it became more easier because it's a guitar. It's not like a piano. When you have to play it, you have to plug it in every time now. It's audible even when it's not plugged, so it's easier, and it's carrying it is also easier. It's an instrument you can walk around with ease. So it became so easy. I wherever I went, I had to take it, so that it's also a way of relaxing myself because I love music. So my way of relaxing, getting some things off my mind, is playing music. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's so
that.
awesome. It's
Yeah.
so unfortunate that we forgot to carry the guitar. But next time we're gonna try. So you have just said you started performing. When did you start performing? Maybe to the audience.
To the audience. So you know, sometimes you can perform, but there's always that performance that you call your first, even though you had those that came before it.
Yeah.
So it was my a family member's wedding, because at some point your family also needs to know. He says he's a musician.
Yeah.
We never seen it. Are you sure he's a musician? Because normally the people who don't trust you the most are the ones who are supposed to trust you. You know, like
Exactly.
normally in life, the approvals we need the most are from the family,
Yeah.
and they are the ones who try to put you down every time. It's something that happens in every case,
Yeah.
in everything. So I kind of had to show them that there's a certain thing, a certain talent that I have, because I've been talking about it at home. They have been like, in the story of our family, no one ever became a musician. I only had one uncle who had been a musician. He came to a point, he stopped. So you see, there's no one to hold on to as an example to make them accept that you are a musician. So I had to show it on a big stage. Big stage
Yeah.
was my one of my cousin's wedding. So that's my first performance. Yeah, even though I had performed before, but that's what I call my first performance, because it was the first performance where I felt like, I've given out, like I've showed out myself.
You have proved it.
Yeah, I've proved myself. Yeah.
Okay, so far this talent of playing a guitar, uh, to which level, which far has it taken you?
Uh, okay, at some point, like me, what do you say? I'm a musician.
Yeah.
I'm an artist. I also have recorded songs, even though there's only one that's on public platforms. It's called Angel by Alan Knight. Go check it out. But saying taking me like places, I've uh, I've participated in various. various competitions. I was even selected for the Voice Africa at some point, but I had to choose coming to school or going to the Voice. At some point, school
Comes first.
comes first. So it was this like this year's the Voice. So I chose school. Then I came around here. But let's say when I'm done with school, I will go there.
That must be good. So apart from playing guitar and the instruments with the music, which other things are you involved in terms of a talent?
Our talent. If it wasn't for injuries, I think I would be representing my country in handball. Used to play handball, also football sometimes. And I'm not like I'm that kind of person. When I love something, it tends to overshadow others. So at some point, I get stuck to that thing that it makes me forget trying out other things. But yeah, sports wise, it's that. And I think I'm a good cook.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I think it's that.
Oh, that's
Talent
one.
wise, yeah.
Okay, people are trying outside here. If you don't have a talent, go check out on yourself. Ujue unaweza fanya nini?
By the way, I've come to realize everyone has a talent.
Yeah.
It's all about getting exposed to that someone that can trigger that talent in you. Yeah, because for me, I used to do music, but I didn't like it. So I met that person that loves music so much that it is contagious to other people. So pia wewe, if you want to get to know your talent, make sure that watu nakutana nao ni hao watu wanapenda hiyo kitu too much. Yeah, like they love what they do too much at the point that it can be contagious to you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you say social network. You have to socialize, yeah?
Yeah, you have to socialize.
Maybe that person you are trying to ignore, he or she is the one who gonna bring your talent to be seen outside here.
Yeah.
Okay, so far about the talent in music, where are you seeing yourself in like 5 years to come?
In 5 years. Let's not project too much. Let me first finish my studies
Oh,
and finding my planning. Because if I had to do a plan right now, it would interfere with my studies. Because music is also something that has to take all your focus. If you want to get somewhere in music, you have to be totally focused. Say, in music, I'm going to do this way. So for me, if I had to do a plan that I will start in 2 years to come, at some point it will arrive in those 2 years and it will seem very cheap or weak for getting somewhere. So let me first focus on what I'm dealing with right now, as in my studies. So if when I'm done with my studies, that's when I will.
yeah. So you said you want to focus to your studies before you venture more in talent in music.
Yeah.
Appreciation maybe to the people who have supported you. Like you said, there is one who was so much into music that inspired you much, that made you who you are today in music. And many others, I know there are some other people can mention here who have put their effort to make sure that you are doing good in music.
First of all, shout out to him. He's called Yusuf Mucho Yusuf. He's the one who taught me about music most. Shout out to him. Parents, most of the time, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be doing music. 'Cause, at some point, you also get something from them, even though they don't know, they don't do music, but in some ways, that talent you got it from them.
Yeah.
Eh, and shout out to Ian Dibaba for organizing this MKU Got Talent. It was a very good initiative because in such a big institution, we need to know who got this, because at some point, I've come to realize that talent unites more people than they could have united themselves just for meeting and talking. Because if I know you're a musician like me, there are certain subjects we can talk about, and I know we are communicating. But if I didn't know you're a musician, uh, our chatting system would be
Shallow.
shallow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And thanks to you for receiving me on your channel. And peace and love to your fans. Yeah.
Okay, as we finalize, I think we have more to talk, but we can't talk all of them right now. We're
Yeah.
gonna arrange for another special day.
Mm.
Yeah, as I told you, I'm gonna arrange for another special day for people who are talented, who are related together. We discuss sorts of things involved in music just for fun, and that is
Yeah.
coming soon. Okay, so just tell us your platforms. Maybe you have said you had already produced a song
Yeah.
on social media. Share your social media platforms with us here, and I'll ask you go to the social medias and try to support. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not a complicated guy. So Ibasumba Aristide. IBASUMBA That's the abbreviation of my names. I use that name on all my platforms. TikTok I'm there, Snapchat I'm there, Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. Ah, it will require us meeting first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the name was somewhat tricky, but you are going to get it here down here. Check out here. I'll put it a link and the name below. So reach
And
out to
by
them.
the way, I teach guitar lessons, so if you're interested, communicate with me. I'm always available for those who want to learn.
Okay, students from MKU, you are lucky to have a teacher here who gonna teach you how to play a smooth and very well guitar. You're gonna listen the previous video. I think there was a video I posted last week about MKU Got Talent. Go check out. You're going to listen to how those lyrics with the instrument was matching. It was so awesome and it was great. I'll put it. You're going to listen to it at the end of this video. That section that he did during that day. Okay, love you guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Peace and love. Every broken heart knows I'm walking the moonlight. The only close to taking the noise disappear. Now so no, look up the tears. You by my side, you're probably never realize. Nowhere goes the world. I'm gonna lose you. I'm gonna lose you. I said, well, it's there. I will say it forever. You never know the right time. Love you. Remember when I whisper a smoke, you was everything. The truth is you never know.